Alright. Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another live stream where I usually, use RNG manipulation to get shinies, and since it's a Thursday, that's where I usually do the square shiny hunts on my Pokémon Sapphire cartridge. I happen to have so I'm saying this again for people who might see this the first time or they don't really know what this is about. I have a certain trainer ID and secret ID combination that allows me to get shinies really easily, or rather easily, if I do two frame perfect inputs, and I get the timing correctly with Ian Timer. That's this program, which is funnily enough called Ian Timer, even though it doesn't show Latias or Latios. It comes with this. But anyway, I'm babbling on again and deviating too much. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, and you can have two types of shinies. You can have star and square shinies. You can find a brief description of what a square shiny is in the description of this stream. Right, so what should we get? We have a lot of choice, so my first viewers are showing themselves in the chat. Hey there, Ahmed, welcome back to the stream. And Alex, you too, welcome back to the stream. How you guys doing? Hopefully good. Funny that two people with the... Oh wait, I have a lot of viewers that have their names start with an A, I just noticed. Not that it's very important or things like that just sometimes happen. Oh, you can use teleport. That might come in handy. Writing like I'm crazy, can't stop. Oh, that's very good. So you're actually having a highly productive phase. That's fantastic to hear, because do it, just give it all, and it'll definitely turn out to be very good. I'm sure of that. And I'm very interested in seeing your writing. Right, so the question is, what do we hunt first? There's a lot of, like I said before, there's a lot of choice. Can we get a Spoink, for example? Yeah, if we go to Jacked Pass, then we can get a Spoink, which I've gotten on the live stream before, but not a square one. And I'll just hunt any square ones that I can get a hold of. And usually, I might also mention this, if you receive a shiny from me. Oh, oops. I wanted to click this. So if you receive a shiny from me, now with this one I haven't done it yet. Oh, I don't have any square shinies with me, but above the sprite, or like the image of the Pokemon, and right next to the number that it has in the Pokedex, you see these symbols: a circle, a square, a triangle, and a heart. I usually mark my square shinies with the square, so that you know that it's a square. I usually don't mark my my star shinies. Come on, there we go. You need this kind of bike. Oh, I didn't pick this one up yet. And my bag is full. I'll do that later. Or wait. I can make space for it. Oh, I am such a hoarder, am I? No, okay, I see. I'll just give this to you. Not that you need it, but then I have a free space in my inventory. And reading too. Ordered Kindle Paperwhite for reading while there's no electricity. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, sounds like things are going really well for you. I'm very glad to read that. Hopefully you'll have enough, well, let's say, calm or peaceful times where nothing interrupts you too much, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, I'll just save again, because you never save too much, that just doesn't happen. Alright, so because I'm in the outside, this is the jagged pass. I use Sweet Scent, so the delay is 268. Hit generate. Check if all the boxes are correct. I mean, I think the gender ratio is 50-50, but I always, or almost always, assume that with Pokemon, and sometimes I'm wrong. Okay, so... Oh, whoa. Not this, absolutely not. I hit update again, didn't I? Why do I keep doing that? Sometimes I just click update even though I didn't even hit a frame yet. How can I know? Of course, the difference between the calibration and the target frame is gonna be a huge number. So that's basically what happened here. Just took out Norman, and now I have 5 out of 6 Pokemon that are grass. I only need Tropius and my team is complete. Tropius is a great choice, Amit, because there's a reason why I also commonly or almost always have a Tropius in my team in Generation 3. I mean, some people say that's mean to say, but it is one of the best HM slaves you can ever get, and it's just very practical to have. But I do like using my shinies for that. I mean, some of them, like Tropius, they aren't really that great competitively. So I do enjoy getting some use of them, or out of them, with that. And as I said before in previous streams, it is a nice way of playing or using Pokemon you haven't really used that much before. And I get a accidental shiny Numel, of course. Starts out with an accidental one. But still, accident or not, this will get caught. And that rhymed, that wasn't planned. So now I can click update now. That would be a wise choice. Oh, jeez. The Wild Wednesday also started with an accidental shiny. And here we are again, another one, another Numel. And this one is a square Numel, which I already have one. But here we are. There was no electricity from 0 AM to 5 AM and from 19 to 22, pretty bearable. Okay, yeah, those are not really the hours where you are most active. So I'm glad that it wasn't during a too crucial time. Hey there, Ketchup Lemon, welcome to the stream, how you doing? As you can see, I'm trying, or currently attempting to catch a shiny Numel, which I've now succeeded in doing, even though I wanted I'm not currently hunting for a Numel, I'm hunting for a Spoink. Oh, there it is. Jeez. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep tonight, so maybe my braining isn't braining that much. My brain is brain. Yeah, you just get it. I'm not 100% today. But somehow I did get the timing at least correct in a range within 10 frames. And another shiny. So already 9 or not even 10 minutes into the stream and the first shiny. I do like where this is going. Even if it was a soi-disant, as French would say, accidental shiny. Kindle can stay charged up to 10 weeks. Yeah, my mom has a Kindle, and she forgot, like, when sometimes that's just the way my family is. We travel together still, like have family holidays. Doesn't matter if the children are adults now, we still do these, and I do enjoy them. And she has a Kindle to read all of her books on the go, and it's incredible how long the battery life of that thing is, because I really remember her always forgetting the charger and that never being a problem, and the thing could always be turned on. And yes, I also remember at least 2 weeks without a charge. But she told me she went several months without a charge, which, yeah, 10 weeks, definitely it. I can confirm that is the case. And that's a Machop, but normal one. Still use the calibration, let's see. Just like Zigzagoon, I use him for Surf, Rock Smash, even force him to do me a massage. Okay, I'm not doing that with mine, but here's one that I use for said purpose. Not a shiny one, just a random one. Listening with half of my ear, brain is super speed as a jet plane. Hey there, Fiery Chameleon. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hey, I'm here myself. I'm just playing Team Fortress 2. Nice. What are you playing as? Like, what class? When I played it, I usually played Medic, which I know the stereotype is if women play or girls play Team Fortress 2, they always play Medic. But I also liked playing Pyro. Oh, you're dual hunting right now. Nice. What are you doing? Like, what hunts are you specifically doing? And how are you doing dual hunting? Thinking of maybe I could do a dual hunting thing as well. Although maybe one being RNG manipulation and the other one being soft resetting. Yeah, I think I could do that. I had the deepest sleep in a long time. Well, at least I'm glad you got the good sleep. Because I think you really deserved it more than I did, after what you've gone through. Definitely. Hunting Cherubi in Sword and Shield. Oh, nice. And any Pokemon in Eterna Forest and Platinum. Ah, okay, so yeah, just random wild encounters and seeing whatever shows up. Made something today, I can't tell if it's good or bad or stupid, but I mixed espresso coffee with pistachio ice cream. The most Italy thing ever, if you ask me. I've seen it being done, mixing coffee with ice cream, but not every Italian will approve of that. But then again, if you've met one Italian, you've met one. There's certain stereotypes that are definitely true, but like a Sicilian Italian guy will probably not be culturally the same as someone from Tuscany. It's the first time I've dual hunted, very difficult. Yeah, I've never done it before. Oh, there's a Spoink, but not a shiny. I've never done it before, but I totally believe you that it can be quite difficult. My friend uses Kindle with e-ink for about 10 years, but I always prefer iPad or phone for reading. Now situation is different, and I think this should be a nice device. Yeah, definitely a good choice if you have electricity problems. Definitely a wise choice. Switching between classes, but I main Pyro. Ah, I see. Yeah, Pyro is just really fun. Doing Masuda and encounters. Ah, okay. Yeah, Masuda method, for those of you who may not know what that is. It's when it got introduced in Generation 4 by a programmer named Masuda. That's why it's named after him. And it's basically when you breed two Pokemon who are from different regions, not regions as in from Hoenn and from Kanto, but for example, if you get any of my Pokemon, they would probably be German. Or from my Ruby, which is French, then it would say they are from the French region. If I took Pokemon from my Leaf Green and Fire Red, those are Italian, so they would be from the Italian region and so on. For example, if you breed a English Pikachu with a Japanese Ditto, that would be the Masuda method. And it greatly increases your odds of getting a shiny egg. It's really it's a really good method. I've also used it successfully, so I can vouch it. It's just you really need a lot of patience still. Even though your odds are maybe halved, doesn't matter. You still have to have a lot of patience. You have to breed a lot. You have to hatch a lot of eggs, hundreds of eggs. You're not gonna like the egg, like how the egg looks out of the sprite or the 3D model. You're not gonna like it anymore because you keep seeing it. But it's an excellent way of getting shinies with IVs. I mean, you can basically control. You have the most control about everything. You can try and force it to have a nature with a Everstone, with one of the parents holding an Everstone. You can also increase the odds of it getting very good IVs. So a perfect IV competitive mon, usually they all breed their Pokemon. So if you get a shiny like that, you will maybe learn egg moves and things like that. If you really want a shiny that has everything that you can control and somehow give it, breeding is your thing. And I would definitely recommend the Masuda method. Oh geez, I've been blabbering and now the chat has tons of new messages. Playing with a friend and we were being cheeky on 2-Fort. Classic. What he did was, I first was medic, pocketed him as demo, but blue team were countering us, so I went pyro and he stayed demo. Then later on I was spy and he was still demo planting stickies down, where it's hard to spot in the sewers. Ah yeah, that's a good, it's a tactic I've come across I think as well. Would bait people down. My favorite weapon loadout is pyro, is backburner. Out of personal love for the weapon. Scorch shot to knock people around and poke big groups of people in the distance, and the power jack for speed. Oh, the meta has changed. I haven't played it in maybe 10 years, so the meta definitely has changed. Especially after it became free to play. Degreaser, classic. Flare gun, also classic. And extinguisher, also classic, is a lot of fun too. Yeah, that would be more akin to a set I'd be running. Also another DSi XL is ordered. Ah, nice. It's the third. I'm searching for good condition. Photos are good and nice blue color. Hope it won't be as bad as the ones I checked before. Well, hopefully they arrive in very good condition and then you can enjoy some good Pokemon games. Hey there, by the way. Hey there, Kaiser comes in. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Just woke up, so I forgot to say hi when I joined the stream. Hey, no problem. I get it. You've been through a lot. You're probably super tired, or at least when you come down of these meds, I'm pretty sure that you feel kind of beside yourself, and I mean, I absolutely understand it. Want either shiny Bidou or Bunieri or Bunieri. I don't know how to pronounce the name. do think it's Bunieri or Bunieri. I don't even know. I'm trying to remember how they said it in Pokemon Battle Revolution, but then again, I remembered I played it in German and in French and not in English. So I don't have the English announcer's voice as much in my head as I would like it to be. So I'm doing foreign ditto, but not shiny charm, so it's about 1 in 2000. Yeah, foreign ditto is, if you have a perfect IV foreign ditto, that's basically what everyone wants. And you can get that. I mean, not with perfect IVs now, but as you may know, if you donate any, be it just $1 or $1, €1, whatever, either through the chat, super chat, which unfortunately now I haven't unlocked yet. I need to have enough viewing hours in order to get monetization back. But you can also maybe donate via Ko-fi or Subscribestar or through Patreon, doesn't matter. Then you will be able to get a clone of any of the shinies that I RNG here. And one shiny that I have multiple shiny ditto, which when traded over to your game will be German. And most of my viewers, I mean, I have had German viewers before, but most of my viewers are not from a German region. I'm not German, by the way, I'm Luxembourgish. Might mention that as well, because a lot of people think I'm German. Close, but no. I'm from a neighboring micronation. But yeah, you would have a shiny German ditto. Or maybe something else. If a shiny Rayquaza with 3 perfect IVs is more to your liking, I have that as well. Funny story, so it's hard to wake up quickly even though I'm awake. So I wake up, then I'm like, let's sleep 30 minutes, so I sleep 5 hours. Yeah, that happened to me as well. That's the dangerous nap roulette, as I call it. I'll just sleep. I'll just nap for 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes turn into 5 hours, or 4 hours. Got a call from school. I must give them photos in less than 15 minutes. I start running. I jump from my bed and run. I ran as hard as I could. I don't give them photos. I fail, and I must give them photo in hand. No sending photos. Whoa, wait, why do you need to send them photos? Is it for the exam thing? Are you going to do Safari Week? I don't do Safari Week. I do Safari Saturday and Safari Sunday. So, not this Saturday, I won't be able to do it, but this Sunday I'm going to do Safari Sunday, and I will RNG manipulate shinies in the Safari Zone. Which is a pain in the, you know. Because they can still flee. I can't RNG manipulate them staying. I can get shinies to appear, but I cannot RNG manipulate. At least there's no known way to do that yet. To make the Pokemon stay, because that's also RNG. And sometimes I get trolled really hard by the Safari Zone, and I ask myself, why am I doing this? But I get it, people like to see shiny fails, that's just how it is. I'm like this as well, so I don't judge any one of you who wants to see that. I was going to do a normal playthrough of Platinum, but I got a shiny Chimchar, so now I'm probably going to do Match Crest. Oh, you got a shiny Chimchar, cool. It's a really nice shiny. It's a bit, I mean, it's not too much of a difference, but the shade of pink I like, and I mean, you guys know it, right? I have an obsession with hot pink, magenta, fuchsia. And I love shinies that are pink. Those are my favorites. I can see why flare gun is still really crazy. Oh, is it still relevant in the meta? Okay, nice. Flame someone, then either insta kill them or flare gun or almost kill them. Oh, so it still has the like role that it always had. Interesting to see. Bunieri, is that how I say it? Yeah, now that I'm off the meds, my thoughts feel clear for the first time in days. Oh, I know how that feels. I get, if I'm under anesthetics and later after that, I usually get a headache. And I have to, you know, expel the contents of my stomach, to put it very scientifically so it doesn't sound too disgusting. And I feel dazed, like foggy in my mind, at least 2 days afterwards. But I've never taken opioids, so I'd probably be completely besides myself if I take them the first time, since I don't have any tolerance levels. Okay, 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As for what is the current pyro meta, I would say any flamethrower is perfectly fine to use in the meta, even if backburner is arguably the worst of them all. Flare gun, detonator, and scorch shot would probably be meta. Okay. Scorch shot is the most common one though among casuals due to how easy and annoying it is. Yeah, just like back then playing soldier, that was really easy to be a pretty decent soldier player. Power jack and extinguisher would probably be the meta melees. Bit tired, so I'm just gonna go to Masuda. Yeah, that's can't really fail an egg. If you receive an egg, then the Pokemon is automatically considered to be yours. So you can't really do a shiny fail with eggs. Maybe you get eggs and then you hatch it and then you don't save and turn off. That would be the only fail that would come to mind when it comes to eggs. Like seeing people share my misery when I fail a shiny, so that's why. Completely understandable. Yeah, the flare gun is still the flare gun it always was, so a little nerfed than it was back then. No, well, that is, in my opinion, a good nerf or a good decision. Can't really blame them for doing that. Yes, in Iraq we have 3 years, 6 years in primary school. You have bachelor exam in 3rd year in middle school bachelor exam. 6th year, the hardest last year before university, is also bachelor's exam. So you have a lot of bachelor's exam. That didn't register. Do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need photos in these exams. Ah, okay. That's what I thought. That made sense intuitively. Funny thing, this oddish, shiny oddish that I'm using here was a accidental shiny that I got on this save file. And now I'm using it since it knows sweet scent. That's something you need if you, at least in grass encounters or like in caves. And underwater as well, or while you're surfing. You're gonna need sweet scent, because that's the only way to, like, except from ACE, so arbitrary code execution, it's the only way to guarantee a battle being launched or just started by the game. Remember the old Sandman and old Ambassador? Yeah. Started playing Team Fortress 2 when the free-to-play update came out back in 2011, and boy, I remember some really OP guns. That Ringer was even worse than it's today, back then. Oh, I remember that Ringer being very annoying. Every shiny oddish is accidental, it seems, honestly. Like this one, another Numo, because I need another one, you know? No, I don't, but here it is. Well, I did hunt some shiny Oddishes, in, like, not accidentally, but I pursued that one. For example, the square one, also on this save file, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, should be. Okay, so I hit a Numal level 21, so yeah, it's the only one frame that I could have gotten. So I'm always 10, or I've been 10 frames too early twice. No, for the last one I used a dive ball. Let's use a netball for that one. Kind of fits. Also, Sandman is the worst scout melee back then. And we've gotten it. Second one. So 2 square shinies until now. Half an hour. Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Even though I would like to have things that I'm actually looking for, you know. You know that fart count as art since you can't say fart with no art. Ah yes. Everything is art. I think that's one of the first rules of art, that everything can be art. So yeah, farts are art. Sure. If a inverted toilet, or pissoir as the French would say, with a signature on it, if that can be art, then a fart can also be art, definitely. Shout out to those people who know what I'm referencing. The Trinity of Accidental Shinies, Numal, Clamperl, Oddish. I have more Wailords, like accidental Wailords. I have over 10 of them. But yeah, Clamperl, because I just am too dumb to hit that Relican frame. I have no idea why I just keep getting Clamperl frames instead. Because the Clamperl and the Oddish thing is really getting ridiculous. I have to put them all on Pokemon box, because they just... I can't hold all of these shinies, literally. Okay, that's a Machop, which I can get as a shiny, but not as a square shiny, and I'll save that one for a edition of Wild Wednesday. Done 25 encounters, got a long way to go. Yeah, but sometimes you get lucky early on. I remember when I was hunting for a shiny Cresselia in Ultra Moon, and what was it? I think like 76 encounters, and then I got it. It's just patience, that you really need a lot of patience with RNG manipulation as well. Although you get shiny, if you're good enough, you get a lot of shinies. There's teams where I've gotten 15, 20 shinies, I think. When did you start playing, and do you still play? If not, when did you stop playing? I started playing when my husband, then not even boyfriend, but a friend, like he showed it to me, and that's how I got into it. And that was like 2008 or 9. Yeah, around that time, but I stopped at, I think, 2013 or 14, I don't really remember. Do you know I love bugs, but there is one bug I die to kill. These bugs that suck your blood for life. I hate them. If you mean by that, if you mean anything like a tick or mosquitoes, yeah, I'm not a fan of these as well. I'm always really afraid of having a tick on me. Because of the really harsh and devastating illnesses that they tend to spread, as you know, or as you may know. Ticks can be a vector of a lot of diseases. Many of them kind of destroy your life in a way, because there's a illness where you are basically very tired and exhausted all the time, and that you can get from a tick. And that's why I don't like going through tall grass in real life, because I'm really afraid of ticks. That's the word. Those are the worst spiders out there, not the ones that are in your cellar or in your basement. Nah, it's the ticks. Trust me, it definitely is the ticks. Those are the 2 bugs I can think of that suck blood. There are more than that, but okay, the visual cue doesn't work anymore with Eon Timer. There are more than that, but they're mostly found on other continents where in Europe you would never find them. And leeches, if you count them as bugs, they're not insects though. My luck is either I find it instantly or it takes months. Oh, I see. Ticks are scary, yeah. Lyme disease is horrifying. I know people with it, and that's why I'm so horrifying of getting Lyme disease. It's just so crippling. Really, it's crippling. It just tears through your life. It's horrifying, definitely. That's the perfect word to describe that disease. And I've had a tick once as a child when I played in the forest, but I was really, really lucky because it didn't bite. It just got attached beneath my, on my stomach. And that was really scary. I really thought, oh geez, am I gonna get a disease? But luckily it got removed and it didn't bite, so I got nothing. And from that day on I was very, very afraid, let me tell you. Right, I'm going to close Eon Time and open it back up again because sometimes just glitches. No idea why. There we go. Now it works as it is supposed. It's supposed to work. I had a plan. I buy a spider and I put some blood in so the ticks come in to drink. Then my spider, who I have a spider as my pet, his name is Viskere. Oh, you have a pet spider, that's cute. I mean, I don't keep them as pets, but I do have spiders that live either in my apartment or on the outside, and I just let them be. If you don't catch the tick and remove it within few hours of it starching to you, you've basically guaranteed to get Lyme disease. I don't consider leeches as bugs, although I did think about them. Yeah, I know some people who would call them bugs, even though, is that really that correct? Lyme disease is so strange. Not only does it cause intense fatigue, but you're allergic to red meats and can't eat them without a severe allergic reaction. Oh yeah, Lyme disease, you get so many cons that there's no wonder people that have Lyme disease, that they really get major depressive disorder because of how miserable it is, how much it ruins for you. And in case, if you like red meat, well, too bad you're allergic to it now. Yeah, isn't it? I remember, I think there's a study that said it has to be certain proteins. It's a allergy that you find in, it's an allergy to a protein that you find in red meats. Or a very specific protein. If I remember correctly. I might be wrong, and I do have some really educated people in the chat, so feel free to call me out if I'm misremembering things or if I'm saying something that is scientifically inaccurate. Though I'm not sure if I heard the term brown meat. What are you referring to when you were saying brown meat? I don't remember coming across the word brown meat. I know white meat is usually meant as in chicken or poultry, birds. I think the weirdest meat I've eaten was maybe kangaroo meat, but it wasn't really that good. Or maybe it was prepared badly. I think the latter is probably correct. Was at a canteen at a high school I went to, and that canteen was really bad. They had kangaroo meat as a special, and it was basically, I thought maybe the kangaroo was made out of shoes, because that's how it tasted like. It was really, I don't know. Is there any meat that you can really cook like or grill to be hard, like well done? Doesn't that kind of ruin every single meat? Maybe they overcooked it. But yeah, I didn't really notice anything that was more like special about kangaroo meat. If you can change your name, what would it be? I'd name myself there. I'd name self there, so when someone says hello, they say there, so it's hello there. What? I'm not sure if I follow. But then again, my brain isn't braining at the best today, so not sure what you mean, but it's a good question. What name would I give myself if I could change? I don't know, I never really thought about it. But I have to say I'm very happy with the name I've gotten. The only thing that annoys me is that people, well, not annoy, I mean, it's not a drama or anything terrible, right? But it does get misspelled a lot. Don't know why, but for a long while I was really into Discord bot called Poke2. Had a lot of fun with the events and catching Pokemon with people in the community there. Oh, I never heard of that Discord bot. Does sound interesting. Name myself there, so people say hello there. Okay, there. I got confused. Red meats and brown meats are just the same thing, apparently, just in different organisms, so they look a bit different. Okay. But I've never really come across the term brown meat, so that's why I was asking. Maybe it was meat from animals such as bears, because in Finland they eat bears. Didn't know if you knew. We're still here at Fiery Path all this time. I'll name myself hello there. I'll name myself drop tables and very specific special characters so that my name will mess up every badly maintained server system. Any IT nerd would find this pretty funny. But yeah, I'm constantly checking right now if even if I just barely touch a piece of grass or plant, I instantly check, oh my god, do I have a tick somewhere? Luckily, because I'm really white, as in I have really clear skin, so spotting them is pretty easy. since they're gonna be much darker than my skin tone. But geez, these little things terrify me. And I'm like hundreds of times larger than they are. And still I'm terrified of them. It's not always the big animals that are the scariest. Sometimes a itsy bitsy spider can give you a terrifying disease. And funnily enough, in the Pokemon universe, I really love the tick. What's the English name again for the tick? It's like the electric spider from... It's like the pre-evolution of Garvantula. I forgot the English name now. But that's supposed to be based on a tick, which is also a spider. And that tick I really like, but if I remember correctly, they just latch on to get they feed from your static and not your blood, so you're not gonna get any diseases from them. Except for the death claws in New Vegas, they are scary mofos. My husband told me about them yesterday. That they are... I do remember him running into them. And he said, nah, and just reloaded the file. So I think I know what happened. Very scary enemy to come across in the New Vegas games. Like Fallout New Vegas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Funny how some Pokemon champions are trash, like Diantha would have Kalos in danger and she's playing in the next movie that will get bad review. I mean, sure. I never really cared that much about what some people thought of certain... How do I say it? Certain Pokemon humans. Kind of de-attached to them. Maybe more than the usual Pokemon fan. And now I think... I mean, I have hunted for Spoink now, but it didn't really show up. There's others that I want to hunt that are in the thumbnail. For example, Vulpix. So should I change or should I still stay on the route? What do you think? I'll let my viewers decide. So apparently ticks produce an enzyme called alpha-gal, and as the body fights off the tick from attacking your blood, it can mark alpha-gal as an allergy. Alpha-gal is also in red meat. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. It was an enzyme. Yeah. That's what I read. Yeah, it causes you to develop an allergy because of your immune system going haywire. Jesus, that's so scary. It's like a micro thing that just sabotages your system. Oh well, that's what you get after 4 billion years of evolution. Has the same reactions as me. I either turn back from them, and if they notice me, I turn off the game. Yeah, that already tells me everything I need to know about that enemy. Just finished New Vegas last night, actually. I was mad, level 50, nice. Had the best armor, Remnant's power armor. So Deathclaws have become very easy to kill. Really? Oh, so you need that kind of armor to make them a easy, like a pushover, basically. Okay, no one has said anything, so I would say my viewers wouldn't object me trying to get a Vulpix, Square Vulpix. And that would be on Mount Pyra Exterior. And if I click Vulpix, oh, it's the same frame. Probably get... Oh, what am I doing? Not pressing B here, of course, won't do anything. Meant to say max level. Okay, so you need to max out the level, okay. I mean, still very scary enemy. Made a joke yesterday about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Was like, what one should I pick? I was like, Pokemon Violet, because I love violating people personal space. Oh geez, that's dark. So yeah, I'm heading towards Mount Pyre, and then you go up I think only one. It's already in the first floor. You just go outside, and then there's a exterior part where you can get some interesting Pokemon. I never had amazing armor in New Vegas, but I did finish it. I think the best armor I had during my playthrough was technically Brotherhood of Steel armor, but that was when I dropped the game. What level was that? During most of my playthrough I had the NCR combat armor. Used NCR combat armor for ages, but I eventually switched to the Remnant's power armor. Oh, so the NCR combat armor is a good second best choice then, I assume? You can cheese them with being a rock where they can't hear you, which is what I usually do against them, but even when high enough level for them, they are still scary. Yeah, definitely. From what I've seen. Problem I have with New Followed Vegas is there's a point where you can't really get good armor until the very late game, where you can get Brotherhood of Armor and Remnant armor. And you can sometimes also soft lock yourself into certain... What am I doing? I'm going way too much south. That's when I'm babbling on and not paying attention. There we go. And then going up, and to the left there's a exit, the end of the hallway, this short hallway. And then let's hunt Vulpix. It was like level 30 or level 20 when I could use my Brotherhood of Steel armor. Okay. Okay, this is the Mount Pyre exterior, and let's start hunting for the Vulpix. I will probably get another accidental shiny, since I don't seem to hit that frame. NCR combat armor is really good medium armor, while Remnants is a really good heavy armor. Ah, okay. Oh, you're still in my team. Oh well. Square and sassy. NCR combat armor is like a 6 or 7 out of 10, whereas the Brotherhood armor is a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 armor. Ah, okay, that makes sense. There are 3 classes of armor: light, medium, and heavy, so junior just depends. I don't think it's supposed to be read as junior. Just depends what you want, as they all have benefits. Yeah, and like a very classical example of trying to min-max, or like trying to guess which, like in what abilities do you want to have more leniency and more power, and in what others, what do you sacrifice? A very common RPG trope. And really nice when executed well. Did you know Phoebe, the Elite Four member, grew up on Mount Pyre? Yeah, I think she mentions that at one point. Hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? No problem for being late. I've caught accidental numals. I've caught some shinies, but they were all accidental at this point. And right now I'm hunting a Vulpix. My autocorrect is being strange today. Junior should be it. Okay. I read it out loud and then was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why did I say junior? Not sure if I'll be able to stream Friday night, so that would be tomorrow. But I'll definitely not be able to stream on Saturday. On Sunday I will return, and then it's Safari time. Oh boy. Right now I'm just on my 2DS shiny hunting a Terrakion on Oras. Good luck! Really don't like Terrakion, but that shouldn't concern you. Just hopefully you'll get the Pokemon, regardless of what I think of it. Kaiser Karmazin dropping some Fallout lore and knowledge into the chat. Always appreciated. And yeah, ask him because I'm not as knowledgeable on the games. Is it an autism thing, or do you also hate the dentist? No, James, I think almost everyone hates going to the dentist. I don't, like, I know all the people that I personally know that didn't lie when they told me they like going to the dentist, I can count on one hand. All the rest, every single person I asked, they don't like going to the dentist, even if they have good teeth. Heck, I even know a dentist who told me myself he doesn't like going to the dentist. I'm not kidding. Gonna get root canal prep a crown done tomorrow. Good luck on that. And then actual root canal on the 31st. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a Meditia, but onion head as I always refer to him. Head looks like an onion. I don't know if that was like their intention. Probably not. But yeah, the dentist is just, it's loud, it hurts, that disgusting sound of the, how he drills, or he or she or they drill through your teeth, it's just, of course, no one likes it. And I've never gotten a root canal. I would say they give you anesthetics so that you don't feel it. But don't you hate it when you get that syringe inserted into your gums? Oh, I hate it. Just hurts so much. And then later you feel so how do I say it, so numb for like a couple of hours. And for some reason, I always have a side effect where I'm really hungry afterwards. And then you can't really chew because it's kind of, you know, the nerves and the muscles, they're kind of not working at their best because, of course, you've just gotten something injected that prevents them from working properly because you don't want to scream in your dentist's face when he has to do his medical procedures. I mean, hate, yeah. No one likes going there, or... Nah. I mean, I'm very lucky. The one that I have is a very gentle... We all call him a teddy bear because he's like a chubby, very tall guy who's super friendly. So I'm lucky there. I've heard of other dentist stories. Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but I'm a wealth of Fallout knowledge. Hate the dentist, add me to the big list of people who hate it. Yeah, I think that list is gonna be very long. Hey there, William 5 million. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Glad to see you again. Had my wisdom teeth removed in 2023. Oh, how did you get them removed? Like, under anesthetics? Or, like, you were in complete oblivion? And they did it, or were you awake while they did it? Because I also had my wisdom teeth removed in 2009. Oops, that was not good. And I elected it to be a surgery where I don't really feel anything, where I'm not awake. Hamster, like a hamster face for days because it was really swollen. Of course it was. Then again, my teeth are very good. Never had a cavity or needed surgery, so that probably helps. Oh, I did have cavities. I did have that, but the surgery was because I had braces as a teenager, and the wisdom teeth, due to how they were placed, so they were kind of growing not upwards but towards my teeth, and they would have ruined what the braces did for me, and that's why they needed to get removed as soon as possible. Always also the feeling of keeping your mouth open, yeah. It's a sensory overload, definitely. For autistic people, it's even worse, I would say. Didn't have an ingrown wisdom tooth once. I couldn't eat properly for weeks, so I'm glad that's gone. Yeah, that's... I also ate soups and ice creams for a long time after I've gotten mine removed. Especially ice cream. Having the cold against your swollen gums. Oh, that was so good. No Shuppet, I want a shiny Vulpix. I'm asking ChatGPT to help me find best word to describe a person who puts together a mosaic. My next question, are these real words or did you just make them up? Yeah, how do you call someone who does a mosaic? Good question. My teeth are fine, I just have an adult tooth that never grew back properly. It's like half the size of the rest of them, and it only started hurting in the last few weeks. As a kid, I bit their finger as karma. You bit the dentist's finger. Ouch. Do you agree that Lucario should be fighting Psychic over Steelin fighting? Yeah, I do see some points people, proponents of that argument, make, but I wouldn't change it if it were me. Dentist when they mock your teeth, sad chameleon noises. So I have a lot of dental problems, might never have wisdom teeth, still have baby teeth, and I'm 20. You still have your baby teeth? That's really rare, isn't it? Oh, okay, accidental shiny Shuppet, of course. Can you even fall asleep? Don't you have insomnia? Yeah, of course you have insomnia. Okay, so I got a level... Oh, I did it again. Of course, it's gonna happen. I hit this exact frame before as well, and I just keep hitting the frame 4619 and not the frame that I'm looking for, which is 10 frames after that. Okay, that is not good, but we will try. So let's try a dive ball. Could maybe fail it if it gets to use curse again. Or I don't fail it and I catch it. Very nice. Yeah, another shiny. A square Shuppet shiny. Save, because that's what you do when you get a shiny. And then we try again. Own wisdom teeth meant to be done under anesthesia. Yeah, I mean anesthesia as in where your consciousness fades, not just not feeling any pain, but I mean not being there and present, because you're like, if they reach sorry, if they give you hypnotic as well, so you're not consciously aware. I have one wisdom tooth left. I've never heard of it getting done without anesthesia. Hope for the laughing gas, but they didn't give it to me. Oh, you wanted the drugs, James. You wanted the hard stuff. I've never gotten laughing gas before. I don't know how that feels like. I was put to sleep so the wisdom teeth could be removed. I elected for that because I know that I wouldn't feel it, but I didn't want to just lie down for an hour with my mouth open. Just wanted them to do it quickly and be done with it. Once one of my teeth while eating popcorn. Oh, you just swallow your teeth while eating popcorn? As a child, I assume? Never swallowed a tooth before. That's a normal Vulpix. But the one I want is like golden yellow. I had filling in my top tooth which somehow fell out while I was flossing. Now there's a hole at the back. Sometimes if the filling is really old, that can happen. Impacted tooth not ingrown. Was I cyst? I guess, but I don't think I remember coming across that term somewhere. Not all my baby teeth, but I still have 4 of them. Miss my baby teeth because I'm a big baby chameleon. I don't miss them, but I mean, I didn't have a choice. They just fell out. Cousin of mine still had a couple baby teeth at 19, so I can believe it. Yeah, I definitely believe that as well. It's a thing that exists, but it is somewhat rare, if not really rare. I don't know how rare it is, but I also knew a girl who had like almost 2 rows of teeth. She grew too many teeth. And apparently that wasn't really helpful. Just remember she got bullied a lot because of that, which is stupid. Hope she's okay wherever she is today. Probably not watching my stream. Cousin of mine, yeah, I already read that. Oh, brain, you're not at your greatest today, are we? Never got laughing gas, but I got gassed before. How? Hopefully not in a really like tear gas. Or do you mean medically gassed? Had a dream that all of my teeth fell out. That's a very common dream that people have. And funnily enough, I don't really have that dream. I never really had it, and I don't know why. I was just thinking to myself, this is such a common dream. Sooner or later it will happen to me, but for some reason, no. I'm medically gassed, okay. Not sure if this is true or not, but I heard some anesthesia doesn't dull the pain, but instead basically gives you anterograde amnesia so you can't make new memories and forget the pain. Yeah, I've read that as well, but I couldn't really find reliable sources about that. And I couldn't even name you one molecule that would do that. And another accidental shiny Shuppet. I just can't hit that target frame. I just hit the frame 10, the one that's 10 frames earlier. Oh jeez. Go Paradise. Paradise is one of my many shiny oddish that I got, which I decided to evolve into a Blossom, because Blossom is a really nice shiny. Okay. Let's use a Great Ball this time. Blue, that really fits. And the Banette, the evolution is also blue. And another shiny Shuppet, nice. Would be nice getting the Vulpix already, but hey. Not saying no to any shinies. Okay, so we save. You know the drill. You know exactly how it goes. And it seems to be today is a topic about teeth a lot. Which I don't mind. I like talking about anything. As long as it's not maybe celebrity gossip, I don't care for that. I generally don't care for gossip. I don't like gossip at all. I prefer empirical facts over hearsay. That's why I'm generally very stereotypically female or feminine. I wear dresses, I like pink, I like getting my nails done, I like shopping, I like nice shoes and all that, but reading these women's magazines, never. They are just full of mean-spirited things. At first they say, oh, don't be confident about yourself and just don't care what other people think, and then the next article is about losing weight. Like, what is it then? Is it be confident, or hey, you're maybe kind of fat? Which is also not really good for mental health, but that's unfortunately what a lot of women's magazines are about. So I don't read these, and I'm also not into rom-coms. I always jokingly say, or half-jokingly say, I'm too autistic to understand rom-coms. I gotta do that again. Oh, my mom used to read those. I just never could get into them. Also, every girly girl was into horses. I mean, I don't hate horses, but I don't know, I don't like sitting on an animal and forcing it to carry me somewhere. So I never really liked the idea about sitting on an animal like a horse. Even if they were trained for it, I just never sat right with me. Used to like rom-coms, not anymore. Is it just a change of preferences or character? I also remember liking some things as a child or like a teenager, and now I don't like them anymore. Or things that I didn't like when I was a minor, and now being an adult, I actually discovered or rediscovered a liking, or like I discover myself liking things I didn't like before. I think that's a common occurrence. Just part of growing up. I'm weird in that case that I can see like romantic tensions in fiction and understand it, but in real life I can't see it at all. That's kind of funny. To be fair, in fiction you have like script or film language and tropes where you can come to the conclusion like that. If you have very good media literacy. And in real life, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Not as predictable. Or sometimes it's even more predictable, but that depends. A bit dark here, but in real life, person who was in my high school from falling off a horse. Oh, my condolences. I mean, we've talked about very dark things during the streams before. Sometimes the topics get very morbid. And I mean, with me being morbidly curious, unfortunately, I can say a lot about these things, so I have a lot to say. But I don't watch these things I don't want to see people suffer. But sometimes with crazy accidents or just things like that, you kind of want to see or analyze it, so that maybe you have a chance at avoiding that. Not always, but... Oh, there we go! Shiny Vulpix! Nice. And it's gonna be modest, which is a much better nature than the other ones I've gotten. That was a quirky and a adamant one. Alright, so let's catch it. Let's see, what Pokeball would you use for this? I think I already have one in the luxury ball. And I don't think I have that many luxury balls on this save file. A Ultra Ball would work as well for the color scheme. So let's try that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Got it! Very nice. Shiny Vulpix card. Alright, so I do manage to hit that frame. So should we go back and get Spoink? Or, I mean, in the thumbnail there's Slugma and what was the other one? Wasn't Spoink that much, I know. When it's me or people I know, I just can't see romance stuff between people unless people spell it out. Same for me. Not always, but I just don't stare at people and try to figure out these kind of things because I want to let people live, if that makes sense. I don't want to get involved into people's personal lives too much. There we go. So this one, that one, this one, and this one until now. Pretty good haul. Right, so I would maybe suggest... Yeah, let's try the Spoink again. Since I did manage to hit the frame. Something I mentioned before here, but as a minor I loved PMD fanfics, and as an adult I don't read them anymore. Since like age of 19, and even when I was 18 I struggled reading them. Yeah, that's one of the things that might happen. People always told me, oh yeah, if you're an adult you're gonna stop liking Pokemon, but that hasn't happened. Okay, let's save here and try for Spoink again. So I was AFK for 5 minutes, didn't I miss anything? I just gotten a shiny Vulpix. Again. I mean, this one is modest and square, so that's better. Just found a lot of rom-coms to be really tropey and annoying. That's fair. They often don't go anywhere to pan it out for runtime and money, so I generally don't like them anymore. Baiting and filler. Yeah, I see. But in 2020 to current, I have read barely any, if all of those PMD fanfictions during the years. Last PMD fanfic I read was one that was so bad it was a good fanfic with a group of friends back in 2022. So bad it was good. Okay, that does interest me. I like me some camp, you know. I do enjoy some things ironically. I would define most rom-coms as the place where creativity goes to die. Oh, rom-com, I just looked it up now and I know what they are now. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Romantic comedy, I think that's what they stand. That is what the name stands for. Okay, please no shiny Numel. There you go, Oddish. Do what you're destined to do. Ah, there we go. Yeah, thank you, shiny Oddish. You've given me the shiny Spoink. Finally decided to show up. Let's use Yawn and try to get it. Okay. Switch. And then the next turn it should fall asleep. That's pretty pointless, but you do you, little piggy. Right, and then use false swipe. There we go. Still sleeping, wonderful. I think one Ultra Ball and this thing will be caught. Let's see if I'm right with my estimate. 1, 2, 3. Got it! Wonderful. And that's the first time I've caught Spoink on this save file. Okay. Immediately save, and then there's also a Slugma in the thumbnail that I'm gonna hunt. So let's go there. It's actually very close, because all I need to do is go here, and then here, and that's the fiery path. And here you can find Slugma. So let's save here. Then I'll check what frame it is on. If I'm lucky, it's the... No, not Slugma, sorry. Not Grimer. The same frame, okay. Should work then. Let's see if I can do it again. If I did it correctly now, then I gotten multiple shinies, one after the other. That would be very nice. I'd like to know if someone is dating, because in the very rare chance I develop feelings for someone, I want to know if they are single or not. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So you got the Vulpix. Yeah, I got it. That's one from my list too. Oh, the Vulpix? That's a very good choice. Or do you mean the Spoink? Anyway, you'll get him. So like Pokemon, but I just stopped reading PMD fanfictions. It's not like they are terrible or anything either. I know a lot of high profile people there and they do really good. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, sometimes your preferences just change. I think I like the first season of the anime more now as an adult than as I did as a child, because there's some things that I appreciate now as an adult that I didn't appreciate as a child. Because either it didn't come to mind, or I just had other ideas about what is good and what isn't. Sometimes you're just a stupid kid who doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, no Slugma. No, that's a Slugma, but not Grimer. Why do I keep saying? It's because the German name of Grimer is Schleimer. And I just keep mixing them up in my head. Jeez, lack of sleep, what that does to you. What I might do is read actual books, so when I come back to PMD fanfics as well, it might make them feel more novel again. Yeah. Good choice of word there, novel. I see what you did there, Fiery Chameleon. Because part of the charm of PMD fanfics was that they were novels due to them taking something like Pokemon and throwing them in the Wild West of content. Yeah, it's very fanfic friendly. It's very easy to write a fanfiction about Pokemon characters somewhere. It's very easy to make up a new region. You can already use existing canons of legendaries to make interesting stories. I definitely see the appeal there. It's very inviting in terms of writing a fanfiction. Be okay if you could help me direct on how to RNG manipulate myself? Yeah, sure. Definitely. Used to be shiny hunter, so using RNG manipulating would be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's definitely something else, more technical, which I like, which I prefer actually. But yeah, I can teach you. I mean, I did have a stream where it depends on what game you use. There's some games where I don't know how to RNG manipulate because I haven't seen it or done it myself. But I can help you with Generation 3 and 4. Definitely 5 only to a certain extent. But what I was about to say before I drifted away to another point, is that I had a stream on my channel where I did a TID secret ID RNG manipulation on Pokemon Ruby, so that would work on Ruby and Sapphire, and I showcased a step-by-step guide how to do that. Last time I read an actual book was like 2022. I mean, a lot of people told me that they stopped reading books, and it's because they do blame the way real life is with the internet, very quick, short form content. Can't really blame them. I like the technical side of it myself. It looks like it takes more skill than just beating my head into a brick wall over and over. Yeah, it is. That's the thing I like, that you need to do some technical work before. Oops, that didn't work. But if you do it, it's one of the easiest way of getting shinies. Like, I literally have so many shinies at this point. I don't know where to put them. I have to use like a special software, a GameCube game that came out back then called Pokemon Box, which is hard to get a hold of, to store them. It's like it's not really a game, it's a GameCube software that lets you store thousands of Pokemon from your Generation 3 Pokemon. Kind of like Pokemon Bank, but even earlier than that. And I have so many shinies, I have boxes full of them. I never had that before. When I did the standard shiny hunting, no method was so productive and gave me results this quickly. Then RNG manipulation is still #1. And I'm just starting with Generation 3. I'll also go and do live hunts on Generation 4. And eventually 5 if the Poke Finder updates comes for Generation 5. So I'm gonna have thousands of shinies at one point. Maybe that will be possible. Does it work with emulated games? Yes, it does. Doesn't matter if it's retail or emulated. Just make sure that if you're doing it on Generation 3, that the game has the empty battery text, so this. You can RNG manipulate with live battery, but in Ruby and Sapphire, but it's very complicated, and it's just a time waste. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, you know that game? Yeah, you're gonna need it if you want to keep all the shinies, because yeah, I have hundreds of shinies right now. I have some Pokemon that I have multiple shinies of, especially when it comes to Oddish or Wailmer, Clamperls. I have way too many shiny Clamperls. Is it me, or drinking coffee does not give me energy? I guess not. My immunity. My sister's 4 times weak to coffee. 4 times weak to coffee, as it's like a Pokemon type thing. Maybe you have a tolerance towards coffee. I know people who have to drink a lot of coffee to really wake up. And if I would be drinking that kind of coffee, I would be sitting there with a pulse that would be way too high. How do I empty the battery? Either it does it by natural processes, but that takes a while. Not sure how you do it in an emulator though. Can't really advise you on that, but I'm sure that you're gonna find advice on that on the internet if you Google it. Or if you have a physical cartridge, you can, and the battery still works, you can just take the battery out. But be careful when you do that, to not damage the game or like any critical parts of the chip, or else the game doesn't boot anymore. Right, I'm going to head out. Thanks for the stream. Alright, Kaiser comes in. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. Again, shout out to my Patreon, Kaiser comes in. And see you next time. Pokemon TV series season 25 is Ash's last appearance as the main protagonist. Yeah, it's still weird that they canned Ash. I mean, I think at one point they would have. But yeah, Ash's story is now over. Can't believe that day has come. Guess I'll find it eventually, lol. Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see. Oh, this is easy to get content from internet, a problem from the century. Writing article now, reading 3 books to find information. Same time I'm watching stream. Yeah, you're on the information highway right now. Doing the multitasking, Alex. Multitask king. As a kid, I wanted someone else to take over Ash, but now as an adult, I'm sad about it. Same. Now I feel like, oh, okay. I mean, he is an idiot, but, I mean, he's a 10-year-old kid. Of course, it's not gonna be... take the most rational choice. Or choices. I think the key is stream in English and books and article in Ukrainian. And these 2 language brain cells don't intersect. Interesting. Interesting hypotheses. So English and Ukrainian don't intersect. Interesting. I wouldn't know. I don't know Ukrainian. I mean, I didn't even know if your name was Russian or Ukrainian at first, because I can't tell the difference when you first came into the chat, into the stream. And I do still apologize for that. That was very uncultured of me. Ash was surprisingly mature in Generation 6 and 5 anime. Oh, I didn't watch these, so I wouldn't know, but I do believe you. There's like thousands of anime episodes with Ash, isn't there? There's like... How many episodes are there in the Pokemon anime? I know there's not as much as there are Conan episodes. But I think we do have thousands of episodes, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this discussion was 3 minutes ago. I'm not watching in real time. Hey, no problem. I can switch back and forth between topics, that's okay. It's over 9,000! It's the meme number with zeros. It sure feels like that many episodes, though. And not a single one of them featured the Porygon line, apparently, because it got banned. Because of that one episode that gave about 500 children in Japan epileptic crises, or like epileptic attacks, because of the very rapidly blinking lights in the episode, and that episode got banned. It's a very commonly talked about topic on YouTube, the banned Pokemon episode. Poor Porygon. Yeah, it's not even his fault, right? Wasn't him. Over 600 children? The last number I remember reading was something in the 500s, but wow, 600, jeez. Oh yeah, those poor children. That's how many episodes, trust me, I pulled the info from my trusty N64. Yeah, the N64 internet never lies. But it doesn't have blast processing though, like the Genesis. I can't imagine what kind of drama and fear that event spread across Japan. There's more banned episodes. but they are banned because, I mean, the ban reasons are definitely understandable most of the time. Like one where you see an actual gun, like guns being used in the anime, which is kind of somewhat inappropriate to show towards, like, show that to children. Quite crazy and scary how the episode got hundreds of kids' seizures to be banned immediately after. Sounds like a real-life creepypasta, definitely, and it really happened. It's not fake like the Lavender Town thing. This actually happened. I think languages we learn as a child and languages we learn later as adults are indeed in different parts of our brain. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I have a lot of emotions and memories associated with Ukrainian words. Yeah, that's because it's your mother tongue, isn't it? And then that goes deep. But English words are more like emotionally empty for me, just words. Oh, that's interesting. Because I don't really have that with the other languages that I learn. Or learned as, like, for example, Italian. I'm relearning it now as an adult, and the words feel the same. But maybe, who am I to speak? I'm a Luxembourgish person. Maybe that doesn't count. Also, because of that band, I remember hearing Pokemon anime actually went on a 4-month hiatus. Oh, they did, yeah. Because the episode being so controversial. Yeah, they were forced by the Japanese government, if I'm not mistaken, to do the the hiatus. When Penguin Zero discussed it. A man of culture, I see. I'm also subscribed to Penguin Zero. Always had disgusting ideas on human experiences. Kinda crazy sometimes I think of things even the worst people won't dare to. Well, are you sure? Because there's some really, really sick bastards in the world. And sometimes I'm glad that I don't know what they're thinking about, but I'm not sure if I'm glad that I don't know or that I don't know. I mean, is that a good or a bad thing? Kind of both. Doing people to may kill them in a try. Yeah, Charlie Penguin Zero, but yeah, if you're having to fight with dark thoughts, I think a lot of people had thoughts like that. So I don't condemn you for having these thoughts, but definitely try to be the man in the situation and don't let these dark thoughts control you too much, because that can end up pretty bad. Penguin Zero knows everything because he's Jesus himself. Oh, so Jesus came back and he made a YouTube account? That makes sense. Watch out for Dark Charlie, who wears black t-shirt instead of a white t-shirt. Be very afraid. Kind of like the Dark and Hero Chow thing. The white shirt one is the Hero Charlie, and the black shirt one is the Dark Charlie. But a grey one would be a neutral one, then I guess. Neutral Charlie. How long has he been doing the thing on YouTube now? I remember being subscribed to his channel when he was really not well known. At least not to the extent that he's known nowadays. But yeah, he did have another name before though, not Penguin Zero. What was the older name again? Around 2007 or 2008. Yeah, then it was 2008. I was really into Gear of War 1. Oh wow. I completely forgot that he used to do Gears of War 1 things. Well, yeah, his commentary is always pretty funny. The way he phrases some sentences is just insane. But very entertaining nonetheless. Is it still one of his favorite games? Jeez, but you like want to do experiments on humans? But then at least do them on war criminals, you know? Or the worst of the worst in the world. Not some innocent person. I wouldn't, I know this is really dark to say just like that, but I wouldn't care if you would do that on persons like Elon Musk or any other billionaire out there, because they do more damage than they are good. But still, it's very dark indeed. He calls it the most important game in his life to it starting his career and being such a kick-ass game. That's fair. So I was AFK again, sorry I can't stay. Thought my dentist appointment was 11 AM, not 8 AM, so I will go to bed soon. Yeah, I think I'm also going to bed soon. As you can hear, I'm not as fluent or loquacious as I usually are. Didn't really sleep that well, but I'm glad that I got at least some shinies. Yes, I won't do it on innocent people, but I do it on someone evil. Well, at least you got some class there, Ahmed. I appreciate that. Never made Gears of War videos, but I'm a big Gears of War fan, especially back in its prime. Okay, I just remember I think I subscribed to him after the Gears of War thing, because I never really played that. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's see. Let's see. Back here, wrote everything I wanted. Need some rest. Rest well deserved. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more resets and then I'm gonna head to bed. Got stuff to do tomorrow, and yeah, apparently I didn't really sleep a lot. Still use Pokemon Sleep. Apparently I slept 5 hours, which I don't think so. Because then I would be talking like this and slurring my words and all that, but I'm not doing that, at least I don't think so. But yeah, didn't really sleep enough. Definitely not enough. He doesn't really actively play Gears of War 1 anymore. Probably because it is old and it's very unpopulated game now these days. Okay. He mostly plays Rainbow Six Siege along with any new game to make goofy videos of them. Who made gear videos and was away from keyboard? Penguin Zero, also known as Charlie. Moist Critical, that was his old name. Yeah, definitely Moist Critical. Oh jeez, Ahmed. I can tell you what happens if a human and a animal do that. There's no conception of any kind. We would need to have an animal that would have the exact same amount of chromosomes as we do. Okay, that didn't register. And I mean, apart from it being highly unethical, having doing that with an animal, because an animal cannot consent. It's not gonna do anything. Like, even if you do it with our closest relatives, the bonobo or chimps, wouldn't result in a baby. It wouldn't result in a fetus. So, and why would you even want to create hybrids like that? I know, like, morbid curiosity, I get it, but I'm also a somewhat of an anti-natalist, and I know that sounds really bad, but essentially what it means is that we shouldn't give life unnecessarily so to things that are going to suffer. I want there to be as, like, zero suffering would be the ideal, but that's probably not achievable. But the less suffering the better, and that's why I really want, if life has to come to this world, and then hopefully in a state where it's not gonna have to suffer too much. Still go by most critical these days too. He just had like 4 aliases. Strange to watch how much text I produced. I search information, I put it right place, and at the end I only have 1,000 words. Looks so few on the page. Yeah, that same when I wrote dissertations or like papers for university on several things. You just type out 3,000 words and it just doesn't look like a lot, but they are 3,000 words. Still want to try it since I'm an evil twisted human? Oh, come on, don't let that happen. It's kind of useless anyway. Alright, so what did I get? Let's put them all down here. This is what I've gotten. 5 shinies, 2 shuppets, 2 numels, and 1 vulpix. Not too bad, not too bad. And as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, maybe, maybe not. But if not, then see you on Sunday. Goodbye and good night.